Hello everyone, welcome to DougNutGames. My name is Doug, and this is Astro Colony. Welcome back, welcome back. Or welcome if this is your first time joining us. We are well into it, factory builder in space is what we're looking at here, and we're on to our second universe. This is taking us. A little Stargate here is taking us to our second universe. I think this is our second episode in this universe. We've attached ourselves to 3 planetoids here, and it's not enough. We're going to solve a little problem that I think I have right now. I apologize in advance for all the nonsense that is about to transpire, but if you do enjoy today's episode, please consider a sub and a like. It sure helps me out. Hopefully it would help you out as well, help you to keep track of when new stuff is coming out. Over here we've got all our uranium coming in for our new power plant, which is right here. And everything else is kind of filtering through here with iron products and copper products and gold products and all kinds of stuff. So let's get a little top off on our oxygen and jump into it. What is it that we're planning on doing to start this episode? It's over here. Right now, I look at, that's not it either. This is it. Graphene. The graphene is going to start taking our carbon fiber, which we actually have 26,000 carbon right now. That's not bad. Taking our carbon fiber and depleting it fairly quickly. So what I will need to do, we're going to get rid of this here. This is no longer going to be in here. We're going to move our carbon somewhere else, maybe into this line right here, because we need more. But the big problem with that is if we start drawing on our coal that drastically, that's 8 per carbon fiber, yeah. That's a lot. And so right now we're drawing basically 8 every 3.5 seconds. And if I want to ramp that up quite a bit, and I do mean quite a bit, it just won't be able to keep up. So we're going to try something here. This is going to be our little processing area. Little processing area. It's going to be a big processing area, actually. We're going to let's see, how big is it going to be? $25 by maybe 75, something like that. 5. How am I going to do this reasonably? Somewhere out here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Sure, 28. We'll do 28. We're not going to have enough room, I don't think. think we're just going to keep it to 25. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to create, and actually we're going to get rid of this, I think, too. We're going to create these guys. Well, we're going to need at least 4 lines there. No, we could probably get away with 3. Yeah, we could get away with 3 probably. Yeah, no, I can't. I have to process it out here too. Damn it. So 25 is not going to come close to cutting it, actually. Not even close. Okay. Silly. So we're going to have to process. We're going to be grabbing iron, copper, and gold that'll have to be processed. So gold takes twice as much to process as the others. Let's just take a little quick peek here. No, actually, it's not that simple anymore, is it? Yeah. Okay. So we'll probably throw it all into a storage. And then we can maybe process it out here. I'll just grab a good chunk of space, good chunk of real estate here. And we'll trim it down as we see fit. Okay. So, grab this again. Okay, so let's see. We're going to go quite a ways in that direction. And now we have to bring it out this way. So that's fine. This is going to be, we're going to start with coal. Yeah, we're going to start with coal. Because we can just peel that off real easy. No, I don't like it. I actually prefer it to be like that, oriented like that. Definitely. Except we're going to put the power on this side. So we have one there. This is going to be coal. And then one there. This is going to be iron. One there. This is going to be copper. And we have to go out one more. No, we have to go out more than one more. Yeah, 2. Come on. like so. And then this guy, flip over here like that, and this is going to be ice. Okay, so that's going to be how it'll look. And then we're going to go 12 in that direction. Just like 8. Haha, we might not do it. Make it 9, 10, 11. Look at this. Oh man. Messy. That's okay. Boy, oh boy, it's just so messy. Come on. Boy, it just doesn't want to. Okay, let's try a bit of this. It's even messier. It's a complete disaster mess. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Too particular. I'm just too particular. Okay. So, what we will do is start here. That'll be fine. Okay, so that will be coal. Nice. So you can kind of get a sense here of where I'm going with this. It's basically we're going to have something that we can depend on, which is exactly what I'm looking for. A dependable income of coal. So now how am I going to avoid this? Avoid problems. Because we're going to get we're going to get ice, we're going to get iron and copper and everything on this thing. So, okay, I tell you what I'm going to do. You kind of get a sense of where I'm going with this, but that's just going to take a bunch of time to do. And I will bring you back as soon as I get a little closer. See you in a bit. Okay, so we have got 4 rows of 12 here going. First row is all iron, or copper, or sorry, coal. And then we're into iron, and then copper, and then ice. Now, of course, those won't be strictly those products. They will be a mix, but they will be primarily those products. So we've got 12 of them lined up here. And so once we come down here, we will peel off our ice first on both and peel off our coal on both. And they go underneath and come back up over here for the ice and come back up over here for the coal. And then all the iron, copper, and gold, because there will be gold mixed in as well, will come into here. Then we will sort them into iron, copper, and gold. First one is our gold line, copper line, and iron line. To smelt all that, and then we'll funnel it over here, and then, as we had here before, everything goes to its appropriate place. So hopefully that will work. Now this is a pretty significant power drain. So I was thinking about creating its own little power by setting up a bunch of solar panels here. And I don't mind that idea. Just keep the power completely isolated. So it doesn't tie into the rest of the thing. So this is always going. So if I did that, each one of these is 4 consumption. 4 consumption, yeah. So let's I'll just take a second here. I'll pause for just a second and figure out what this is. See you in a minute. Okay, we are back. So I've got 5 rows of 60 here for 300. What about 292 power that we're required for all of this? So that should be plenty. So let's power this up and see what kind of a disaster we've made here. Hopefully it's not a major disaster. I don't have anybody complaining of no power. No, nobody's complaining of no power, so we should be good. There goes our ice down below. And we can see our coal already coming through. There. That should get us a good supply of all the base materials. It's a little bit of a fireworks going on here, but yeah, I like it. That's kind of what I was thinking I would do. From the last episode, I thought, you know what? We need a steady stream of all this stuff so that we can potentially focus our endeavors on other things. Instead of having to think about Gold will still be an issue because that's only a byproduct here. And I've got 4 here. I probably don't need 4 here, but who knows? Probably if I had a couple there, that would be plenty. But as you can see, we're getting a pretty good steady stream of stuff. And the big one is coal. And ice is going through as well, up this tube. And they're coming along here and up and into there. So we'll have tons and tons and tons of ice. We can scale up whatever farming activities we want now. We're up to 28,000 coal. So now what that does for us is facilitates what I might do is peel another storage of coal here that would just supply this development, because oh boy, it's going to be a little bit complicated. In fact, what I might do is even bring it over here. I'm just worried that we're going to have to expand these things, and then we're gonna hurt ourselves in the long run. So yeah, I'm a little on the fence there as to how to handle that. Maybe if I brought it to here, brought our coal to here, and just developed. I think I like that idea actually. As to where I put it, I guess it doesn't matter too much. Do I want the upgraded one? I don't think it matters, actually. Let's see if we can line up the that's going to be lining up right second. Right like here. Yeah, it's no better. 8 for 14. Oh, sorry, this is the upgrade. Yeah, this is... No, this is not the upgraded one, is it? Yeah, the blue one. The blue one is the old one. The yellow one is the upgraded one, yeah. So we're going to need upgraded anyway. And then this guy will run right there. Now, how this rolls out is going to be a question. A big, big question. Because it's 8 every 14 seconds. And I think we're getting on the advanced conveyor belt, we are getting, let's see. Oh boy. Okay, well, let's start by bringing this in here. Let's start by doing that, shall we? So we're going to have to drop you down. Okay. I can see where I'm coming up there, right in there, which is in this line right here. So it's the third one in. Okay. So what we're going to do, we'll fix it later. Oh, no. Oh, we're going to run into crap. So we'll have to drop down below. And then once we get by it, we'll come back up again. We'll come back up here. Like so. Okay, and that will take actually what I'm going to do, because I kind of want a little bit of room to make my changes here. So we will logic hello. Okay, so now how much do I need to get there? I don't need to go that early. So we will grab one more. Like so. Oops. No, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. But we no longer need any of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. There we go. That is a steady, steady stream of coal. Now, what we're going to do is steal 25,000 of that and get this guy ready to be stressed, majorly stressed. Okay. Now we're getting closer. We're getting closer to where we need to be here. What I'm thinking about here, how many of these can we handle? I don't know that we can do much more than that. So if I have a dedicated line, that's going to feed me probably 2 coal per second. I think. I wish I knew that for sure. 2 coal per second, which would mean let's see. Let's do a test, shall we? Let's do a test. We're gonna grab this, that output. Yeah, we'll grab this output. Go here. Go here. Like so. I don't need to do that. Will that keep up? I kind of doubt it. We will take one of these guys and put it way down the line just in case it has no problem at all with that. I think I've got enough for another 4 there if I need it. Okay. Let's see how this manages. Come on. There should be wire right there. Isn't, because there isn't anything. I see. Oh, am I not lined up? No, I am. It's all good. Okay. So if I put no limiters on this, how will it work? We're gonna go 0, 3. So for now, I'll probably switch that back shortly. We do have to put some stuff in there to... This is just a test. Not even close. Not even close. 5, 6. 6 works. Okay. Good to know. So we can get 6 in there. Maybe that's not necessarily bad. Because it'll be less, so it won't stockpile. I think that's not bad. I think that's going to be just fine. So we're going to run with this. But we have to have limiters here now. Actually, we'll use a limiter here. And we'll use a limiter over here. This one we will not. Okay. So we're going to grab that out of there. And we're going to need more length here. We did not have enough. Look at that. Okay. Then that's where our limiter will be. Because if we make them 3 long, then we start building up extra in each of these things, and we'd have to figure out some sort of timing for it. And I just don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that. So I think this will be fine. We'll repeat this here. And here. And here. And then we'll need, of course, down here, our end. Oh, right. I'm way over here. Confused. I'm confused. Okay. So that sets it up for those. except for the limiters at the other end, which we will get to shortly. We'll go in here. Just yeah, sure. This will be fine. Okay, and then replicate like so. All right, so I'm going to set this all up, the rest of this up, and I will bring you back as soon as I've got it set up. See you in a minute. Okay, so we have shut all this production down. Shut the production down that sent it up here and into here. We now have it funneling onto this underneath. So yeah, it's basically right here. And every 7 seconds we'll fire one off in that direction. Now, we can fire this up and see what kind of disaster we've created here. It's not a big disaster because it's all shut down right now. It's set. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that's no good. Stop, 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 stop. That's not going to work. Okay, so this guy, we want to... We'll go in that direction. And that's the same for... Oh, this one we can go maybe back. How about that? There. Okay. So it's all good. So I've all got done it on the whole brain on this. This one tracks the amount of things in there, and these ones all stop their individual So we can, oh, there's less than 2,000 in here. Shouldn't that be started up? Yes, it is. There it is. I was going to do a little test, but now I don't have to. Okay, well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Where we had 4 processing it, now we have 16. And we'll be able to, hopefully be able to stay ahead on the sheer volume of coal that we have kicking around right now. Because all we have to do is get back up to the 2,000 mark again. Excellent. So the next task that we have is related to, oh boy, is it really back? No. Where did I? There they are. So it's combining these ones with those ones, which now is quite a bit easier because we had it way back up here before, and now it can just roll off of the end of this, I guess. And that's where what our graphene is going to be. Okay. Let's see. First off, have we researched it? Yes, we have researched it. And we're going to be needing an advanced manufacturer to do that. Let's just see what we're looking at right now. Yeah, that's probably what we want. Okay. We do not want that. We do not want that. We want this. So we're going to take 4 of those and 2 of those in 24 seconds. So we're going to take each one of these. We're going to take 4 every, we're going to take one every 6 seconds, I guess. So let's do a row of 6. How's that going to work? I think that should work fine. Except we're going to separate it out here so we can come in on the side. We're getting a little close here, so let's bump this out. All right. So there, we're going to need all our power. And shouldn't be a problem. Should not be a problem. So now we can basically take 1 per second of this, and then that we can take 1 every 2 seconds. Yeah, and I think that'll work just fine. Line you up with that guy. Wow, you don't have any green conveyors down here in this end of the world. All right. So this one's going to be a little bit more complicated in that we have to bring 2 in here, and we have to have limiters on each of them. So, yeah, let's do that. I think I'm going to break away because this is a... Let me know if you think this is, if you want to see all of this mechanics going on behind the scenes. I've done it so many times now that it's exactly the same thing. I'm going to do exactly the same thing that I did anywhere that I've had two products coming in. So I will break away and see you in a moment. Okay, we are good to go here. I noticed something as I was working here. My iron is down to 230, which is disconcerting. What the heck are we making so much of? Anyway, it is going up, but that's a little disconcerting. Let's see now. Yeah, I don't think we're grabbing iron from any of our planetoids. That's a problem. That's definitely a problem. Okay, so we'll have to solve that. I mean, we're getting a lot from what we just set up there, but it's not enough probably. Okay, so we've got this. We've got all the fiber coming in on this side. We're timing it out to 1 per second. And we've got the back brain is basically controlling the amount of graphene that we have in there and shutting down this one or this one for this stuff, the metal frames. That's what they're called. So, and then also our second set of limiters here basically says if there's 10 or more of either the frame, the metal frame, or 10 or more of the fiber in here to shut her down so that we don't build up. This just in case one of those two dries up. So we should be good to go. Let's start this one first, actually. There we go. So now we're going to start using metal frames. So that's going to draw down on our iron even a little more. So we might have a bit of a problem there. Okay. So that should be good. We'll start getting some graphene in the next 24-ish seconds. 298, eh? Oh boy. Well, as soon as we start drawing down on that, that's just not going to be good here. Oh yes, it is. Yeah, it's wire. We're drawing down on the wire. So, yep. Which will draw on the plate, which will draw on the iron. Okay, so we do have a problem here. We could temporarily switch it all to iron. We're not getting any backup in here, are we? No, not in the least. But that's a solid line there. So yeah, we would have to switch it over here at the back end here. And that's difficult because then we can't deal with any fallout copper. Actually, it's not difficult, is it really? It's not difficult at all. All we have to do is go boom, so that you can handle both. So now, if we get any iron in there, we're fine. And so we will go like that. There. Problem dealt with. So now we're going to need to switch it. I think we're going to need to switch it. So yeah, unfortunate, but so we're going to copy that and paste it. Until we get up into a reasonable number. So that's going to be all iron all the time now. Because we are getting copper from other sources. But currently we are not getting any iron from other sources. Now, could we? Yeah, we could. We could start getting iron from the StormCon, which is this one over here. I'm not seeing any iron here. Over here, there's some. There it is. That's all of it right in here. Really localized to these 3 nodes. Really? Because that's not 20,000. We've got 5,000, that 3,000. That's 8,000 and 9,000. That's about 17,000. So there's some more somewhere, but we don't know where. I'm not sure if it's worth it for us to be doing that. What are you guys going after? Gold? And you're not getting very much of it, are you? You're having to go long, long distances for it. Look at this. Oh, jeez. Maybe I should shut you down and get you going on the iron that's over here. Anyway. Okay, well, I'll give that some thought. Iron is going up pretty good now. Everything's producing iron. Oh, no, 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 no. This is a problem. We're going to get iron going into there. In no time. Oh, no, we're not. No, because it's all coming out there. Right. Okay, well, that's good. We'll switch that over in just a second. We're getting just a buildup of iron here. We'll switch that over in just a second. What we'll do... Boy. This is a mess. That'll work. And we will go in here. Push the iron bars that way. That will work. Okay. So now we can go in here and get some iron coming out here. And we are going down on our iron now quite sharply. Okay. That will get us back. That will get us back in action. Well, it's nice to be able to have the ability to pivot fairly quickly on those lines. Comes out and comes in here. Good. Okay, problem averted for now. But we're going to need to, I mean, I can always do more of this. I can replicate this model as much as I want. So that's, I shouldn't have to go to these planetoids anymore for the base products. Really. 315, 316. Yeah, we're good now. We're moving up. Moving on up. But our copper, of course, is now drying up. Yep. Wow, it just... Copper over here. Viper. Yeah, we got so much copper over here, and yet the places where we have it, oh brother. See, we've completely cleaned this place out. So even though there's a lot of copper on this land here, it's all over here now. Okay, so that's probably the next thing that I'm going to have to do. Well, that's a real pain in the butt, actually. I would sooner replicate this model, dump an island, and get this model happening somewhere else so that I can just ignore all that. Ignore all the copper needs, the iron needs, and the, I mean, holy cow, we're going to have a whole bunch of this, right? 24,000 now. Anyway. Well, I think that's where we're going to... Oh, yeah, right. I wanted to get rid of all this, too. Maybe that's not such a great idea. I'll have to think about that. I wouldn't mind getting rid of all this if I replicated that model again. Exactly the same model, because we could dump this island now. We're getting to that point where wait, this guy, titanium, aluminum, copper, and carbon. There's still a fair amount on there. It's a juggling act. It's a yeah, it is a juggling act, that's for sure. But this is StormCon, actually. StormCon has all the copper on it. Oh! This is our copper source. Right. Well, and that makes a lot more sense, but it's all spread out all over the place, eh? Really? Yeah, there's a lot over here. This side is completely copper. Okay. And right now we're producing coal from that, yeah. So we could switch this over to copper. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. Because yes, that's a big number. I like that big number, but there's nothing else on that island. And I could dump this island and just set up what I set up over there, over here. Exactly the same thing. And have a full load of everything coming in at that point. That is likely what I'm going to do. Let me know what you think in the comments. Should we just do this? It's self-sufficient. It drains no power, actually. And it gives me a ton of stuff. Steady stream. It'll never run out. It just seems like that's the way to go. We could do a second one of those and we'd probably never have any problems. Look at that. Our iron now is doubled up to 760. So yeah, let me know what, and then we could get rid of these things up here. We wouldn't need those anymore. We'd have plenty of ice, plenty of everything coming in. So we wouldn't need to have this continue. I think that's a pretty good idea. I think I like it. Dump this big land here. And then we'll just have these two. So this guy, primarily, the reason why we're keeping you... We don't have a great reason for keeping you, actually. The aluminum and the titanium, we could focus more on that, but I think I want to start dumping these islands and start to focus on other things, like the new metals that we have in Universe 2 here. We're going to have to start getting after that. Yeah. We don't have graphene on our... We do not. We have almost 200. Almost 200. All right, guys. I guess that's where we'll leave it. Let me know what you think in the comments. And thanks for watching. If you're considering watching another, click the I like this button, leave a comment, and what the heck, if you haven't done so already, why not subscribe? And if you have, thank you. I very, very much appreciate it. Please share and enjoy, and hopefully I will see you next time in Astro Colony right here. So long.